We're missing a mic. Is there another mic, Reese? No, we'll need to share a mic. Oh, have you got a mic?
Oh, is there only one mic? Oh, no, there's a mic here.
Oh, I just need to look with my eyeballs. It's too early for that. Whoa. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. It is morning startup.
Welcome. Who hasn't been a morning startup before? Excellent. So Nina, come on. You're one of the organisers. Good God. Well, so we exist to just get startup-related folks all in the one room every 2 weeks at least, rain, hail or shine. We're startup founders ourselves. I actually need the other deck.
The other one.
Let's go. I just wanted
so really,
put this
and
up.
particularly on pitch practice. So this is a session that we've got this morning that we run every quarter, and really we just feed off the souls of pitching founders.
Feed off the souls.
Can you just feel the energy this morning? Like it's a different kind of energy. Can you just feel this energy of the people getting ready to pitch?
It feels like the soul just got sucked out of it.
Excellent. I'm done here. Mic drop them out.
Who's actually pitching today? Show of hands.
Give
All
them
right.
a hug.
Well done. Congratulations. So many people are sitting there reading those emails going, I should do it, but they chicken out or something. But just getting in front of people and going through the main points about your business, it's good to do it as often as possible just to sharpen that sword, So that's why we do this every 3 months or 4 months or so. Yeah, just to give you an opportunity to improve that.
And we're all founders, so we felt the pain.
Absolutely. But if you're not pitching and you've still got something you'd like to share, this is your moment. You can give like a 30-second plug, shameless plug, or rant, or whatever you like. Who would like to go first?
Hi folks, I have a shameless plug. For the last 15 or so years, I've been building digital products and services and designing them as well. They've served an audience of millions all over the world. I'm now looking to bring my skill set back to empower the local tech and innovation community. I can offer you 4 kind of key services. Discovery, to help you and your team figure out what to build and why before you invest in how, or even start thinking about it. For the less designery folks, I can offer you visual and end-to-end product and service design support. For the less technical folks, building technical proofs of concept, supporting you to work with agents and build safely and efficiently. But most importantly, I guess, I can help you close the loop with your users. So getting that kind of information and that data and those insights are going to help you iterate, pivot, and measure the performance of your product and get that market fit as fast as possible.
Awesome.
Engage me for an hour, a day, or a week. I don't care. Have a chat to me after if this sounds useful.
What's the name of the business? How do we find you?
I launched it last night. Peopleperson.design.
Peopleperson.
One word.
Design.
Peopleperson. My name's Jesse Ewan, by the way.
Awesome. Thanks, Jesse. Welcome. Cheers.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Mark from Xperia Growth. Xperia Growth is a startup just like you, but we're actually targeted at helping technical innovators who have a really good idea and don't know what to do with it to convert those ideas into credible businesses. So we actually build the business with you and around you over a 12-month period and get you to the point where you're so comfortable pitching that everybody wants to give you money. Xperia Growth.
Excellent. Nice tagline. Any other shameless plugs, announcements? All right. Can't be for your own startup, because I know you're pitching later on.
I just want to say my name, because it's not a good pitch.
It's not a good pitch, so we'll do a
Hi
double.
guys, just letting you know that my name's Morgan Spencer and I'm from Linked Up Network. I'll be pitching a product, but I just wouldn't get a chance to say that in my 3 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, that's sneaky. I like that.
You won't
That's
get a
clever.
chance to pitch your product in the product pitch. All right, okay. Well, I look forward to hearing it. Sorry, were there any other shameless plugs, announcements? No? All right, we'll move on, because we've got 8 startups pitching today, so we've got a lot to get through. Founder Sundowner, make sure you're there on the first Wednesday of every month. It's at other side of nowhere. So if you're not a morning person, yeah, I'd love to see you. Just come for casual drinks and pizzas at the pub with startups. Live streaming. Who's into it? We got some camera gear at the top.
Woo! Live streaming. Brought to us by the fantastic people at Perth Video. They make us look good. They can make your business look good too. And the people at Perth Video, their bills are paid for by the lovely people at DEED, the Department of Energy Economic Diversification. So check them out if you're looking for grants. They've got different types of grants all across from just starting out to bridging grants, innovation hubs, awards, deal room. Check it out.
Absolutely. If you just arrived at the back, feel free to filter down, grab some seats. There's heaps available. If you are on an edge, if you wouldn't mind shuffling just to make it easy for people to get to.
And it's
maybe.
not a comedy show, so we won't heckle you if you sit in the front row.
Well, we'll see.
It is not a comedy show.
Challenge accepted. All right, I'll pull up my dad jokes notepad. Purpose Ventures. Who's got coffee? Who paid for the coffee? Good. Purpose Ventures did. Well done. Thank you, Purpose Ventures. Everyone's pitching today. Maybe some of those need hundreds of millions of dollars or just millions of dollars even to get started and to get to that $1 billion valuation. These guys can help with that sort of thing if you have that sort of $1 billion valuation in mind. So yeah, make sure you know about them. Submit your pitch to these guys. Hopefully they're going to be watching.
When you're venture capital ready.
That's right. And if you don't know what that means...
Check out the Morning Startup. We've got a lovely library of sessions that we've had over the years. Derek Gerard has put together a fantastic presentation explaining what it means to be VC ready.
That's right. And they're all available on the Perth Video Morning Startup Perth page. So it's not just the live stream, it's all of the past recordings as well. So just scroll down a bit and you'll find the Purpose Ventures talk. I don't think we got Glenn today.
No Glenn this morning.
No moments of wisdom. But Beecham Group. So these are just companies that help us run Morning Startup. So Beecham Group kindly help us pay for all our meetup fees and everything else. And so they are a recruitment company here in Perth. If you need some talent to come and help you out with your startup, or you can stuff this startup thing, I want to go and get a gig, then hit up Glenn at Beecham. They can help you out with that stuff. They are awesome.
And we've got Sarah from Typeset.
Yep.
Do you want to do a little plug rather than wait for us to do it for you?
Yeah, I can. You mean for next week? Or for next?
Oh, I've got that coming up.
Am I on there? I'll do the
Yes.
plug. Can you hear?
Yeah.
In fact,
So I'm going to be at the next Morning Startup. I'm talking about content marketing in the age of AI search. I've been working in content marketing for nearly 30 years. And I had a rude awakening last week when I found out that I'm not surfacing in AI. So I'm going to share with you what I do for my clients, but I don't do for myself to get people showing up in AI. And I will be working this weekend to make sure that I am showing up.
the plumber with leaky tap syndrome.
Yeah. I'm a co-founder of Typeset. We work in fractional content leadership. So if you need somebody in your organization to help with the content, but you don't want to hire a CMO, or you don't need a head of content, but you just need that judgment to come in on a casual basis, part-time basis, temporary basis, that's what we do. Award submissions. So the business news, which is just down the street, the WA Business Awards are open. They have a category for startups. They have a category for micro businesses. It's a fantastic evening. The number one tip I have if you're going to enter an award submission is start early. Submissions are due on September 11th, so you still got time to start early. So that's me.
Fantastic.
Thanks. Looking forward to that. Awesome.
I've totally ruined your flow, haven't I? It's great. And I think it's next is Idea to Life.
Idea to Life. We've got Zach here. I love this. I don't even need to do a pitch anymore. We'll just get these guys up and do their own.
Hi everyone, Zach here. So I work as part of Idea to Life. You've probably heard me speak before if you've been to this event, but we help people actually build physical products. So that means industrial design, that whole product development, engineering, and then manufacturing when you're ready as well. So if that sounds good, talk to me after the show or scan the QR code.
Fantastic. Anyone doing
Physical products.
Love it. Yes, anyone doing physical products in the room?
Awesome.
Hey, excellent.
Cool.
Okay, well, get connected.
All right, we're in a beautiful venue which is brought to us by Space Cubed. So they operate a number of different co-working spaces in WA and across the country. In addition, Startup News, check it out. If you're looking about sign up online, it's free. Startup WA is the peak body, so they represent startups. Check them out. They're doing a lot of really cool roundtables and discussion papers and whatnot at the moment, advocating for the startup ecosystem. And I believe +8, we're about to hear from a lot of people this morning who are a part of the +8 program.
Yeah, absolutely. Is it 2 of you? Or Imogen, you're
3.
3 +8. Oh, awesome. This is good. Cool. And if you scan this QR code or just go to wainnovationecosystem.info, if you haven't been there before, go and check it out. This is all of the innovation programs, accelerators, organisations in WA that can help you with your startup. So if you're in ag tech, there's a hub for that. So go and check it out, right? Make sure you're connected to all the best people in WA through this amazing little app that the guys at Meshpoint's put together.
And it doesn't stop here. So outside of our fortnightly meetups, we post a lot online about all kinds of things when we're inspired. We're most active on LinkedIn, and when Scott's super organised, we're also on Facebook and Instagram. And if you scan that QR code, you can join our Slack group where all the cool people post about what they're working on.
So please, if you're on social media, do some videos, take some photos, put it on, tag at morningstartup.com or Morning Startup in the thing, and we'll reshare it and post it because we're crap at social media. So we want other people to do it for us. So thanks.
And it's good for the algorithm because we have an insane number of members and we've been around a long time. Your startup and Morning Startup together, beautiful.
Gold. Brilliant. And also contact at morningstartup.com if you want to do a talk one day. We're always looking for good presenters to share their founder journey, all of that sort of stuff. In fact, I got an email the other day about how to spell maps backwards. It was spam.
It is not a comedy show. And that is the formalities done.
Formalities done. Wow, that was the least amount of laughs we got on formalities. Jeez.
It's because everyone's nervous about pitching. I told you it was a different energy.
All right. So we have a cool new thing today that I vibe coded over the weekend.
Can I just get a round of applause? Did everyone just hear Scott vibe coded a whole app on the weekend for today? Round of applause. How cool is that?
It was fun. Good, yeah, it's amazing what you can do these days. You know, on the side with a bit of Claude. So scan that QR code and the event should now be open. So you will get a list of the 7 startups. Unfortunately, we had one pull out today, this morning. So yeah, scan that and you'll be able to click into each one and you'll be able to rate them on 3 things. How clear the problem was, how clear the solution was, and just the pitch overall. And then you click a button and you can give them actual feedback. So if you've got some comments, some questions, please leave some notes and then we'll share those with the founders directly. So that would be great. Yeah, everyone got the QR code? Or remember the URL, pitch.morningstartup.com/e for events. I should get rid of that. July 26. Cool, all right. So, who have we got? Can someone tell me iLocal, Morgan. Let's get Morgan up here. So the very first pitch, we have no slide deck to go, but that's awesome. So I'll leave this up. Cool. All right. So get yourself sorted. So it's going to be 3 minutes. We're going to clap the pitches out at the 3-minute mark. So not allowed to go over. And then we'll open it up to some Q&A. So while you're, entering into the app, also let us know, put your hand up and ask them a question, because that's also really important to practice, like just those on the fly, what didn't we cover in the pitch? Make sense? All right, cool. Erin, are you doing the timing?
Yeah.
All right. Ready to go? Your time starts now.
Okay, imagine it's your lunch break. You decide to walk down to get your steps in. However, the weather app on your phone failed to predict it was going to bucket down, and now you're stuck out in the rain on foot. You open your phone browser, type in umbrella near me, and up pops Kathmandu, 15-minute drive away. Bunnings, the next suburb over, or Kmart, which is 2 kilometres in the opposite direction. No mention of the local convenience store less than a minute away selling umbrellas for $3. Now imagine being homeless in the same situation but without a phone at all. Well, what we do is we provide access. Free, hyper-local, real-time access to goods and services, events and support through a place-based piece of civic infrastructure known as iLocal, a digital wayfinding kiosk placed in high-foot traffic areas. iLocal is exclusively a non-SEO platform, meaning it is not subject to algorithmic bias. Rather, iLocal is designed for convenience and accuracy. Search results are filtered by proximity to user, with within walking distance, open now, and free filter options all available. Although iLocal is designed to respond to users' right now needs, it is not restricted by this design. Through the iLocal companion web app, users are able to explore areas, plan trips ahead of time prior to visiting destinations, providing a sense of familiarity in unfamiliar environments. iLocal's primary customers are all those seeking scalable civic infrastructure solutions that serve the vulnerable, tourists, and the general community simultaneously. This includes government bodies, tourism organisations, social service providers, and institutions such as universities and prisons. Secondary markets include airports, transport hubs, police stations, hospitals, and shopping precincts, which may wish to host a kiosk to either reduce frontline service demands or drive customers to their doorstep. As credibility builds, our tertiary market includes businesses and community organisations who wish to subscribe to manage their own listings. Underpinning both the kiosk and the web app is iLocal's third and increasingly significant product, Civic Intelligence. Every interaction with either platform generates anonymised, aggregated place-based data, a continuous stream of real-time intelligence on how people are moving through, using and experiencing their immediate environments, as well as what they might be looking for prior to visiting a destination. This data becomes an invaluable tool for civic planning and is available to institutional clients as a standalone product. Our long-term aim is to establish iLocal as nationally recognised civic infrastructure, a trusted and 100% free-to-use public resource available to everyone, everywhere, providing hyperlocal access to whatever they need, wherever they are, and whenever they need it. Coining the iLocal phrase, wherever you are, we've got you. If anyone in the audience has a vested interest in philanthropy, improving WA's tourism industry, strengthening local economies, activating localities, or harnessing the power of place-based data, I'd love to discuss iLocal with you further. Thank you for listening.
Under 3 minutes. Stay out there. Does anyone have any questions for Morgan? All right.
Pardon?
How do you make it pay?
How do I pay?
How do you pay for the infrastructure? Where's the revenue?
Oh, I'm pre-revenue. I'm pitching over here.
Sorry, the business model.
I don't understand the question, sorry, sir.
How will you make money when it's
okay, the pricing strategy. Is that what you're talking about? Okay, so the 3 tiers are the kiosk itself, the physical kiosk, which has philanthropic. Hang on, sorry, let me. I was ready for this question. Actually, if you want to speak to me after, I can give you a link to my business plan that has the pricing strategy in it.
Yeah, but will councils be paying for the kiosks or?
It's business to business, so institutions, basically, institutions that I read out in the pitch.
Okay. Any other questions? No more questions? All right. Well, please thank Morgan. Well done. It's hard work. Good job. Good job. All right. Who's next? Can anyone tell me on the app? Was it? Yeah. Indigo Arc. Vishva. All right. Round of applause for Vishva. So there's your, and that's your clicker. Your time starts.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Vishva Prasad, and along with my co-founder, Nawata Bandara, we are Indigo Arc. What we do is quite simple. We create affordable, scalable, reliable IoT solutions for small businesses all across Australia. And we're starting with a very unsexy problem, vaccine fridges. Somewhere in Australia right now, in a local GP clinic, in a small pharmacy, in a aged care, there are thousands of dollars worth of vaccines sitting in a fridge. And a small temperature change can destroy this stock, pose a real threat to consumers, and cause havoc for the staff to comply with the Strive for 5 guideline created by the government to make sure everyone's safe. So on top of losing their stock, staff has to deal with this massive paperwork. So this is where we want to come in. At the moment, the solution small businesses have is to use manual logging, which is not the most ideal thing in the modern world, or pay an enterprise client a massive sum of money to do this for them and have almost no support when a crisis happens. At Indigo Arc, we want to solve this problem by making this solution affordable and provide local-based support. Our solution is quite simple. We want to monitor the fridges. We want to alert the staff when something goes wrong and create the reporting much more easy. Our product flow is quite simple. There's a sensor sitting in a fridge. Nobody knows it's there. And it talks back to the cloud, which does all the math and magic for our client. And then during a breach event, the staff is alerted. So the right people get to know right away at the right time via text messages, dashboard alerts, and phone calls. And of course, because we are cloud, these reports stay in our storage for 7 years and keeping our customer compliant with the Strive for 5 guidelines. As a business, we want to start small today. We want to start with vaccine fridges, and down the road, we want to move into cold chain logistics and other IoT solutions for businesses. Why we have an edge on this business is me and my founder, we've been in the IT industry for a combined of nearly 10 years, me as a hardware engineer and now as a enterprise level solution software engineer and a really good project manager. At this stage, we have developed a really good architectural diagram, a plan, and we are working on our prototype. And what we are looking for is somebody to help us open doors to local GP clinics and our other customers so we can run our pilot. And if you have any idea on how to get a prototype into a business product, please talk to us. And thank you for your time. Have a beautiful day.
Thanks. Fantastic. Wow, the first two under the 3 minutes. Oh, perfect. Good job. Slick. Does anyone have any questions? Mark down this. Oh, you're closer.
How much do you expect it to cost per unit?
Per unit cost is around, at the moment, is around under $50. Our prototype costs nearly as much, but going forward, when we prototype and when we go into mass production, that cost is going to significantly reduce. That's the plan. Yeah.
What's the subscription fee?
Subscription fee at this moment, we are looking at a HaaS model because what we see with the enterprise clients is they ask for a massive upfront and there's no support. So instead of we're going to cut down that and we're going to say we own the hardware, when something goes wrong, we show up, we fix it for you. And the subscription fee we're looking at is somewhere between $100 and $200 at the moment. But our plan is to bring it down as much as we possibly can because $1 to $200 at the moment. Per side, that's 3 fridges, yeah. Of course.
Just for the live stream.
Thank you. What's the actual cost if someone didn't use your system and lost vaccines or whatever it would be?
Thousands, tens of thousands, because it depends on the size of the fridge and how much stock they hold. From our initial assessments, by talking to customers and pharmacies, it can go up to 10 or more because taxpayers pay for most of these vaccines here.
If something does go wrong with the sensor and they go to it, then what? Can they fix the fridge or like they've got time to put it into something else?
Our solution is to keep compliant with the Strive for 5. Things do go wrong, but the problem is there's no reporting happening because manual logging, to be really honest, I worked in lots of kitchens and I know like people don't really upload these records. So when something goes wrong, they lose the stock and they get fined. So that's what we're going to try to prevent. But because our thing is going through the cloud, we are trying to have a prediction system. So like if it's have a constant issue, we can just reply and let them know, hey, your fridge is about to die.
So the circuit goes inside the fridge, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So is it connected wirelessly?
Because we are using a glycol solution to keep the get the ambient temperature, it uses a very thin wire to get outside the fridge. But in the second phase, we want to use a wireless system, but we are having difficulties because fridges are different. So some have thicker walls, some have thinner walls. So we are ready for whatever the solution customers are using and retrofit it and make it work.
On one of the slides, you showed different use cases, as in fridges storing different stuff. Yeah. Is the product any different, or is it just who you're going to market to? Does a different fridge need a different product?
Not really. Most fridges use the same architecture, but because some fridges are compliant with the wireless side of things, so we might give them a wireless option. But in this phase one, we are not developing the wireless solution. The wired solution will work on almost all fridges here. This one in the back.
Awesome.
Tends to be heavily regulated. So how do you, what problems do you see in market entry? I mean, who's going to be the customer that drives adoption through all the regulatory red tape?
That is a really good question. That is somewhere we're really bogged down because hardware and software is not a big issue for us. We can work on it. We can find solutions. But because the compliance is asking for regulated hardware, and so most of the time we either have to buy something that's already past the compliance, or we have to submit our designs for compliance, so we make sure we are hitting those compliances and legal requirements. So that's definitely a big challenge we have in the future once we finish the prototype and pilot's ready.
All right, now we'll have to leave it there, I'm afraid. If you've got more questions at the end, well done, Vishva. Thank you so much. Good job. All right. Yes. Yeah, we need to time question time. All right, who is next? Let's go. iTabs, Jon. Let's roll. So this is a PDF. All right. You've got the floor, you've got your clicker.
Yep.
Time starts.
Hi, I'm a Boilermaker welder, currently working at Fleetwood Transportables. This 3-minute pitch, I'm going to share a little project I've been working on. Screen 2. Oh. Take a photo of any menu and you get a, I better read my notes. Easy way to make an online ordering page for any paper menu. Just take a photo and upload it. A few minutes later, it is created with one link. Enter PIN when you want to edit or change menu, done automatically on your mobile phone. I photographed a menu and online ordering page was created. I built this all using Claude. So you put an API into the settings and then you can take a photo of any menu. Back in 2005, my ex and I started Salad Box. At lunchtime, lines were out the door with the queues. I wish I had this then, but back then tech was not a problem. It isn't anymore. Now the only thing in the way is people knowing what AI can do. A Boilermaker built this, that's the whole pitch. Thanks. There you go, that's over.
All right, well and truly within 2 minutes. Well done, Jon. Questions? Oh, question down here. Hang on, just wait for the mic for the live stream.
I love it. I can see myself using this. How do you plan to make money? What's your kind of like structure?
Well, I'm first just working it out to make sure everything works. Not really looking at making money yet because it's so easy to create, and I'm just going around taking people photos of menus and create it and doing a couple of minutes. Yeah.
So is this a pitch for Claude to saying any business owner could make this, or is this a pitch for your product saying use iTabs And are you targeting cafes, restaurants, all of the above, or got a particular way to sell this?
Not looking at selling it yet, but I just want to maybe get people to use it. So anyone's got any contacts or interest or partnership, I just want to collaborate and network with people, you know. So someone else can do the pitching.
All right.
That was like my last startup I had was Cover Card in Melbourne, and Matt Tomlin's. We met in the morning startup back in 2010, I think it was, and we took that. We got a government grant, but that didn't work out. So I'm still in the workshop, and I'm still brainstorming ideas.
Nice. Any other questions? No? All right. Round of applause for Jon. Good job, buddy. All right, I will take that. Okay. So, who have we got next? Momentify, Imogen, ready to roll? All right, you've got a Canva link, so that's you. Present. Here's your microphone. Here's your clicker.
Thank you.
And your time starts.
Awesome. Hi, I'm Imogen. I run a content creation agency specialising in weddings, and I built this so that I could learn the skills needed to start a job, to teach people how to do a job that didn't exist 5 years ago, wedding content creation. So formerly you'd have a videographer who delivers one polished film. It takes months to deliver. Content creators just deliver hundreds of clips of the raw stuff, and it's delivered within days. Downside is they have half a day to go through all of the content, and it takes a long time to sift through everything to make sure they're not giving the client anything that should be deleted. The delivery side is also pretty clunky because you can only have one drive because it's just copious amounts of content. Photographers had this problem a few years ago, but they solved it with softwares like PixieSet, which is a beautifully branded suite that kind of delivers the content to the client. So I have created Momentify, where you upload all of the copious amounts of content to a link, and you go make yourself coffee, and it will spit out the best clips and the worst clips all at once. And on the delivery side, it's a lot smoother because you can just send your couple a link, and they get all of the beautifully branded content, and they have facial recognition built in. This uses AI, if I didn't already mention. So as I said, we've got the agency that we're already running. Next stage is the top of funnel to get a course, which is to teach people how to be a wedding content creator. This doesn't exist yet. And then on the colouring, that's what I've just mentioned, the culling and delivery side. And that's just the start. We're then going to build out a CRM and invoicing and all the things that people need to run this style of content creation business. And then the next is to do a marketplace, which I know are notoriously hard, two-sided marketplaces, but because we're building out the supply side first with the funnel I just showed you, and then once that's got enough volume, then we'll open up to the demand side. And through my agency, I've already tested that there's a lot of demand for this product. I think I say now, the search volume increased 586% in the last year for wedding content creation, so it's just booming. And the numbers so far are pretty solid. We've made $500,000 revenue, and everything's looking very happy days. So we have 3 different ways to make revenue from the same person. So that's really great in terms of lifetime value. So if you would like to get in contact, these are my details. Shameless plug. Thanks so much.
Well done. How much time is left on the clock on that one? 20 seconds.
What?
Wow.
I raced
no one's
through
gone
it.
over
I
yet.
still got time.
This is nuts. All right. Who has questions for Imogen? All right. One down here. Cool.
Sometimes there might be a clip that's special for a family because of their history or because of someone's personality that the AI may not have access to find. Is that a risk?
Yeah, such a good question. We actually talk about this in the course. You have videos for moments, videos for the aesthetics. We have a holding area. So they're all going to rejected, but they're not actually deleted. And then you can do a review for clips like that.
All right. Any other questions? How's the app going, by the way? Is it working? Is it holding up?
So I used to work in a wedding company, and the issue, I really like the solution. Could this be plugged into an existing video editing platform as well, like Premiere, Final Cut?
Good question. Back when we're talking about building out the CRM and whatnot, the first stage of that would be to plug into a whole bunch of different softwares like Lightroom, Aftershoot, all of those, Xero and all that, as a baby to be able to get to the end solution.
Any other questions? Yep.
So right now you're targeting wedding videographers, but what else is there? I mean, that seems like a really niche product.
Yeah.
But there's lots of video out there.
At the moment, we're targeting wedding content creators and wedding videographers. But as everyone knows, all businesses need content, and they're screaming out for content, you would know firsthand. So it eventually will be applicable for businesses needing content. They do a content shoot, they get delivered all of the assets in a nice, neat form.
All right. One up there.
Would you ever consider the bride and groom as a customer, like, seeking one of their friends to use your business to save money than actually going to a videographer or someone actually learning your product and making money off it?
These are great questions. Yes, we have. We thought about doing QR codes, and this is something that we might build out later, QR codes at weddings, which already exists, but it's a bit clunky. So you have a QR code, you scan it at the wedding, and then you get the library of content. So that would be direct to consumer. Yeah, so good.
Fantastic. All right. How's that? 2 minutes? Oh, we got 30 seconds for one more question.
Very fast question.
You've got to sprint.
All right.
Sprint.
Go.
Do you find that can you AI learn from clips that the bride and groom pick back out of the discard bucket, or things that Momentify has selected that they then don't like?
That's a
how do you
slide
become
that
more
I had
accurate?
to drop. Such a good question. Thought I didn't have enough time to say it. But yeah, so we've got 62,000 clips that we've got through the agency, and that's our moat. We have so many clips that we're using to train the model, and then every wedding we do and every client we get, it helps train it better and better. So it's a bit of a flywheel.
Awesome. I want to nerd out with you on the tech of that. Yeah, well done. Round of applause for Imogen. All right. You're a Canva link as well, right?
I am a Canva link, yeah.
This is a +8 standard. Let's go. All right. Go. That's the first page, right? Cool.
Yes.
Okay. Got your mic, got your clicker. Time starts.
Now. Excellent. So I'm Nathan from Semester Student Planner. I'm one of the co-founders. We work with the universities to help them stop the students from dropping out, and we do that by making student success and well-being a daily habit. The problem's clear. In universities and colleges, student stress is at an all-time high, mental health at an all-time low. And what this translates to for the university specifically, who's our customer, is a huge sum of money that they're losing in tuition. So globally, lost tuition each year, $15.3 billion. And an average university in the US specifically, if they lose 10 to 15 students, that can be anywhere from $1.4 million to $2.1 million. So huge problem. And the current solution is predictable engagement platforms, rerouting of students just to their existing services, and then students stay dependent on the systems that they actually use. Our philosophy, coach first, refer second, and then only the students that really need the help end up going into the services. How that looks right now is physical custom student success planners that help the students to coach themselves rather than just going straight to the services and overwhelming them. And our next step is to either complement this with an AI coach that can sit with the student at any point during the day, not just in the 9 to 5 hours of the staff, or that will stand on its own and be its own custom student coach for the University of Melbourne, Tarleton State University, fill in the blank. The market is enormous. I could say the whole EdTech market, but rather than do that, which is going to be $1 trillion market by the early 2030s, We're more in the academic advising and student success software market, which in and of itself, $3 billion market a year. And what we plan to do specifically from now, which is $600,000, we've got revenue this year. By 2029, $3 million we plan to grow to, and within the next 5 to 10 years, expand through this AI coach to $15.6 million. The existing market, so 34% of the market is the US, because they love this stuff, they're very tech savvy. 3 of these companies here are US based, LearnWise is actually European, but what this shows is their total revenue per year is anywhere between 80 and 124 million. There's a huge amount of investment already going into these companies, and companies like Timely Care, telehealth company making 200 million a year, have just acquired Alongside, who only started in 2024, got a seed round of 7.8 million in 2024 themselves for that coaching element to add to their product. Mainstay, so this is feedback from one of our actual customers. Done. Need to be slicker.
But you do have 3 minutes of questions, so
yes.
Maybe some of your fellow Class A members could ask you questions about your slides.
Fantastic. I thought we were just clapping the it's shit part
yeah,
on the
yeah,
slide there. That's awesome. Yeah, any questions?
I'm just a little concerned that you're throwing a tech solution at what I think is a social engineering problem. So what are you measuring to determine success? I mean, you've got some obvious things like students dropping out, but how do you actually measure that whatever you're doing has a real impact?
Yeah, for sure. It's a great question. So the actual AI coach element, there's a leading indicator. There's a lagging indicator, which is the retention number, which all universities want to increase that because that's money in the bank. The leading indicators are more around better well-being, better happiness, all of those kinds of things, which this is just the front end of what we're developing. The back end will actually have a dashboard that summarises the keywords of what the students are saying into the AI coach, and then it will prompt them with questions about how do you feel today on a scale of 1 to 5, and then it'll collect that data and measure it over time as well. So leading indicators, well-being, happiness, how successful they feel. Lagging indicators are those retention numbers at the end of the year compared to the year before and the year before that.
Last one. Oh, you've had lots of questions, so I'm going to give some other people a chance.
Did you mention that you have $600,000 in revenue in the last year or something?
Correct, yeah. So in our physical published planners, that's $600,000 worth of revenue. That's across the UK, some in Australia, but primarily the US now. So the plan is to continue scaling that business at whatever rate that scales, but we really see a huge opportunity to disrupt these kind of pretty standard engagement software packages, which you can see the numbers that they're doing, and bring something a bit different to the market and then scale much faster through that.
So are both solutions, both the physical and the tech, going to be branded under the same business?
Yeah, correct, yeah. So the good thing about the tech with the AI coach is that we can add the context of the planner in. So our existing partners like Tarleton State University or Duke University, we can actually upsell them to have an AI coach that works with the planner or either or.
Last question.
I guess, we can all build new tools, new services, and there's kind of this like saturation of everything in my face now. What's the hook for a student to kind of adopt an extra, experience in their lives to engage with the coach? Or is it mandated as part of the university?
Somewhat mandated, but what we're aiming to build is, rather than replace anything the university's already doing, is to complement their ecosystem. So previous models and current models, it just kind of bounces them from an engagement platform to in-person support, and then where coaching actually empowers the student to fix their own problems, they can then use the planner to consistently take those actions each day. They can engage the one-to-one systems if needed, in-person coaching, and then it kind of all feeds into each other. So it's actually, creating a bit more of an ecosystem rather than just something that tells you book a one-to-one coaching session.
All right, round of applause for Nathan. Good job, buddy. Cheers, thank you very much. All right, let's begin to the pointy end.
Yeah, I'll have to move.
Okay, Zoe, your deck is a PowerPoint. Switch my house.
But now I think I should have sent a candle one. Yes.
That's right. The one down for the. Now let's make that 3 times bigger.
The beginning, I think.
Oop. Smooth, hey? So smooth. There's your clicker.
Oh, okay.
All right. Time starts.
Now.
Hi everyone, I'm Zoe, founder of Switch My House. Did you know an impossible fact that 3 out of 4 homeowners can't move house right now? Not because there's not enough stock in the market right now, but because they need to sell before they buy. Welcome to Switch My House. This is Judy. She owns a 4x2x2 on a full 720 square metre block. She owns her house cash. She can get bridging finance, but she doesn't want to because she's older and that's a big waste of money. But if she chooses to do bridging finance, she is picky as. Trust me, I have met 200 people just like her. And if she does go down that path, because she's picky, she ends up like 52% of people who do that and rents in between. So, like 3 out of 4, she does nothing. So what do? You bend the sale around the move. Switch My House is an off-market marketplace where homeowners can list their property list their property and homeowners can offer to them directly, and also agents with flexible timing. So there's 3 things that make this work. You can sell on your own terms, subject to finding your next home, set your timing and conditions. 2, buyers offer direct, homeowner to homeowner, and or agents that have agreed to flexible timing. And 3, move in one step, coordinated settlements, no renting in between, no bridging finance, one move. This is the app, and I was hoping to launch it today. It is almost through the App Store, but I just got another bloody review just then, sorry. And I can't show it because I didn't do a Canva link, but it works in very simple way. You put up what you have, so every homeowner must put in their property. You put up what you're looking for, and then you match. So most of the time, it won't be a complete match, as we know, everybody's picky. But you can then go into what you've liked and offer that person directly. It's as simple as list, offer, agree and settle. Our traction, so as you know I am in +8 as well. Our traction is also linked to +8 because we've really hit it hard in the last 7 weeks. I started with door knocking homeowners in all areas that have a full block, all the duties. And from that we got 50 homeowners to pre-register their property on their own terms. I also met with 8 licensees who own real estate agencies, which represents over 40 agents, and have 88 off-market listings already preloaded on the App Store. They are properties that would not hit realestate.com. And hopefully today, by the end of the day, I'm telling you all that we are live on the App Store with those 150 properties. Our pricing, it's free to start, so all homeowners, you don't pay anything to get on, to swipe, to have a bit of fun, to see what you match with. Then advanced subscription we will start charging later once we've got the traction that we need. We have an optional agent assistance program in the app, which is you get a registered real estate agent to represent you just in the contract, going to the viewing of the property, and also valuation. Yeah, thank you.
Good job. All right, any questions for Zoe?
Yes, I imagine there'll be a few, maybe.
Even if you ask questions before, it's fine.
How are you protecting agents or another property buyers if they want to back out, like they decided to switch or they decided to go joint venture or something like that, but at the end the original property owner decided to switch, like they don't want to do it? There would be significant time and resources wasted. How are you protecting?
You can delete your profile at any time, like if you find a property through the normal channels, realestate.com and domain. However, A contract is a contract. So we have a whole bunch of communication in the app and external to that shows you through the process. If you sign a contract to buy someone's house, it is a contract. You are buying that house. But we do guide people through that process. So you can't back out of the buy, but you can back out of the app.
All right. For when you're essentially switching houses, do they settle net and they only pay the difference between the houses?
They actually do that in France, great question, but they don't do that in Australia. So I'm hoping we get a lot of traction and we can perhaps go to the state government and say, hello, can you notarise stamp duty? That would be amazing. But it doesn't happen yet. Oh, I was waiting for a question from you. If I didn't get one, I was going to be upset. No, I'm joking.
A lot of governments have a fairly strong policy objective to get older people out of houses that are too big to free up housing for people who need bigger houses.
Yes.
Can you work with governments to try? Can you get any support from governments to get this thing moving?
That would be the hope. Like, I'm mainly, when I was door knocking, I'm also a registered real estate agent, by the way, so I'm a buyer's agent. So I've been working for the last 2 years as a buyer's agent. So I meet this problem every day. And half of my clients are in that they are duties, right? And yeah, I think once we get traction, we'll absolutely be able to start leveraging some of that. But in the meantime, we can really just help those people de-risk it. And if you're at your last move, you don't want to be paying stamp duty and bridging finance, which right now on market, if you're looking at 6 weeks to sell, is going to be like anywhere north of $30,000. So, and that's with no end debt. So that's with being a cash buyer. That's insane. So we're done.
We're done.
Yay!
One more question. Sorry. All right, and everyone's going to hang around for a half an hour afterwards to, yeah, cool. If you do have further questions, make sure you enter it into the app as well.
Our lucky last.
Just in case anyone doesn't have the QR code, head here and make sure you're rating the pictures as we go. And we've got one, actually, so we have a late entrant because we did have one drop out. So Nick's was wanting to get in on it last night, but now he can. So we don't have a slide deck. Anyway, that's coming up. Cool. So what am I doing? I'm going to do Hyperloop. Let's go. This is... all right. Yeah, you got your microphone? Got your clicker? And... how do I make the 10 times bigger slideshow? Dirty. All right.
And time starts now.
Hello, everybody. My name is David. Today, I would like to introduce the new concept of Hyperloop. Currently, Hyperloop concept faces several critical challenges. Because the train standing on the track make ultra high speed operation impossible. Because when the train running very fast, they are not stabilized and not got instability and very large turning radii. And because of the enormous central finger forces, and that need a high construction and manufacturing precision. So our Hyperloop solution is different. We use 3 rail tracks evenly distributed across the circles, spaced 120 degrees apart from each other. This solution has a few advantages. Yeah, that's our solution. They improve stability and small turning radii, reduce vibration, distribute force evenly, and great enhance safety, and reduce manufacturing and installation processing. The train never derail. So that's show the 120 degree departs follow the circle. Yeah, the tube cabin utilize segmented tracks. Use the suspension structure, make it very more soft. We use dual tube structure to make the very low pressure. So make sure the vacuum tube very low air pressure. Yeah, that's future mobility half loop. That's existing 2-track half loop and my 3-wing track. That's the different future. Yeah. If we got money, we can build a test line. Yeah.
Round of applause.
All right, stay there. I've forgot my microphone. Questions? All right, one down here.
So, this Hyperloop, it's to transport people?
Yes, people and the goods, all we can do.
Have you considered like transporting instead of ships, right? Like, because that's like my husband said, it's very fast to for people to kind of transport from one place to another. But instead of ships, maybe consider transporting products from one country to another.
No, that's on the land. That's like tree, but like this is a tube tree. That's called vacuum tube superconducting magnetic levitation capsule. So if we can build like this train from Sydney to Perth, the travel time maybe under 1 hour.
Do you have like a city that you really want to build this in? Like, is there like a first city that you want to be?
Yeah, we can build a test line first, maybe 10 kilometers. If we do, then we can get government to put money, build a train from Perth to Sydney or Melbourne.
Like, so you want to build it in Perth first, or?
Yes, build from Perth to Sydney or Melbourne, and it's a long distance.
How long time do you think it would take for you guys to make your money back? I mean, that seems like a very expensive project to build from Perth to Sydney, for example.
Yeah, maybe I can sell to somebody, sell to the big company or government. They do. I just got the conception.
Any other one down the back? All right. I mean, I want this to exist.
It seems to me that your concept has the high infrastructure costs of hub and spoke airports, but also the low traffic density of railways. So what is the commercial market gap that you see? What is the optimal distance that you believe that your concept will be fits between the railway and then the airport gap? 1,000 kilometers, 2,000. I mean, what's the market gap? Yeah, this hub loop can run 4,000 kilometers per hour. That's not the question. I think what's the distance that you think your concept fits? Yeah, more than 400 kilometers. Better than more than 1,000 kilometers or even 4,000 kilometers. The more longer distance, the more economic.
Cool. So Melbourne to Sydney, but not Perth to Sydney yet. And out of time for questions. Please thank you for a round of applause. Good job. All right, now we have one more special pitch. Has everyone got a little bit of energy left for one more pitch? I don't have it on the app. That's the only thing. So you're not going to get any app feedback, but you'll be in the room. Live feedback. All cool. All right, please make him welcome, Nick Hudson.
Thank you. Tradie lock. Locking in a tradie for tomorrow.
Imagine this, it's summer, it's really hot, and your mum is due to visit, and the air conditioner has stopped working. You need a tradie to come in and fix that air conditioner, and you will pay just about anything for that tradie. Through Tradie Lock, you go onto the website, you see the tradies that are available tomorrow, and you bid for them. You say, I want an air conditioner per person tomorrow, and I'm willing to pay top dollar for that. At 5 p.m. or whatever time that day, the bids then stop, and you know whether you have a tradie for the next day or not. This will act like surging with Uber, etc. If there's a high need for a tradie, for a particular tradie, they will be paid a high amount. This will bring more people into the industry because some tradies will know, hey, I can get gigs here and get paid $2,000, $3,000 for simple gigs. You may think that's too much money, and it is. It's a crazy amount of money. But here's the thing, some people will pay it. This won't be for everyone. This will be for those people who need their air conditioning fixed tomorrow. Tradie Lock. Lock in your tradie for tomorrow.
Woo, nice work. All right, question near the front.
What if this pushes up the prices for already very, very expensive tradies?
Fantastic.
No!
Do you know why? Do you know why? This will bring more tradies into the system. Just like Uber. Uber surges. So it brings more drivers. So 10 p.m. on a Friday night when everyone, or 8 p.m. on a Friday night when everyone wants an Uber, all the Uber drivers, they hit the market because they know they can get a gig. So it brings more drivers in. This will bring more tradies in. Good question. Other questions?
So one question. So when you're bidding, are you bidding on a specific tradie or a job? And then
tradie.
Okay.
And this is how it differs to other things, yes.
So every tradie will have to have their own profile set up, etc.
Yes.
And then update their availability every day?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you're getting paid $3,000 or whatever it is, why not? Yes. Absolutely. So like any of these platforms where you get someone in to do a job, there'll be a rating system and the rest of it. They'll have to be qualified. So you'll bid on a person, seeing their profile, knowing they've done 100 jobs and got 4.9 rating, etc. All that classic sort of rating system. There'll be insurances, the classic stuff that tradies. So this is anyone smuck off the street. This is a highly paid, this is a premium service. Right? This isn't Airtasker, this isn't Upwork, this isn't Gumtree, this is a premium service for premium customers. So this will not be for everyone. Yes.
What's stopping a tradie from being flaky still and not turning up if they get a job for the mate or cash in hand?
Very quickly the system will be rated down, they'll be out.
Yeah.
Just like an Uber driver, like an Uber passenger, etc. Other questions?
Of course, we've got one over here.
Is this going to impact, let's say I'm a normal, can't afford a premium tradie, I've got my tradie booked for a month's time, and I'm depending on that. And then suddenly he sees a gig going at $3,000 and dumps me.
Yep. Yep. That could happen. They do that now anyhow, right? They do that now anyhow. So this is going to bring more tradies into the industry. It's going to make it more lucrative. The wealthy people will pay more, right, which will bring more in.
All right. One last question. Sarah.
What trades is this going to be open to? I mean, you talked about electricians, but is it mechanics and plumbers and brickies and the
plumbers,
whole thing?
you name it. Anything that's urgent.
It's always urgent. Yeah.
So pay the money, get the work done. Lock in the tradie lock. One last question.
No, I think we're done for questions. We just... nice work.
We're
Good on you.
already
Congrats,
past
Nick.
our...
Good job.
So a big round of applause for everyone who pitched. It's not easy getting up here. While Scott's bringing up the scoreboard, I'm going to mention the most important thing I do every morning startup, which is when you're looking for the toilets. There's toilets down there up the stairs, and you can also grab a pass, and there's toilets outside the glass doors as well. Got the important things out of the way.
Absolutely, yeah. So in your app, if you've still got it, there's a little tab down the bottom to vote for your top 3. Is that working all right? Because it's a bit click and draggy and yeah, sick. Good job, Claude. You did. So, has everyone voted? Has everyone got their top 3 locked in? All right. Well, look at that. Indigo Arc. Well done.
Round of applause.
Good on you. Yes. It was a good, clear pitch. Real solution, real problem. Good job. And it looks like Momentify is in there with a clear solution, the most effective pitch as well. Good job. Right, so I've got a little link that I'll send all of the founders, and that's got, if you actually gave comments and feedback, you'll all get that sort of in a private link. So thanks everyone for voting and using it. If I was pitching this app today, should I use it next time? Any feedback? All right, cool, awesome, good. Excellent. Well, I think that's it. So all the founders are going to stick around. If you've got any more questions or feedback for them, please make yourself known. And if you can help them in any way, absolutely make yourself known. There's food at the back. Thank you very much to Typeset and Idea to Life and Beecham Group. And
we're turning this back into a co-working space, so please be wary of flying chairs.
Absolutely. All right, but thanks so much for coming, everyone. And see you in 2 weeks.
you.